Hey, what's up guys, it's Oakley, and we're going to be picking up some Rome 2 Total War, and in the background you can hear the Rome 1 music. I am now enabling the mod that I presented to you guys previously that basically uses the tools that CA gave us, along with some of the work that the modding community has put in to allow us to play Rome 1 music in Rome 2. Also, I'm going to be spotlighting a couple of these various other factions that were released soon with the Raiders and Pirates pack. So I'm going to be playing as the Odrysian Kingdom. So here I have access to Thracian units, and our opponents right here going to be the Suebi, and then also these I can't remember, it starts with an A, this faction. Anyways, they're not a very good faction, but I was just playing with the friendly lobby to see what they wanted to do in terms of just barbarian on barbarian action, so we figured that would be kind of fun. Anyways, my build is going to have 3 of these Thracian horsemen. These guys are very, very light, nimble, and quick. Back that up with 3 Thracian slingers, so 2 there, third one here, and then some of these Thracian nobles. So these are going to be very heavily equipped guys, and I do have 2 more of these Thracian royal cav here. So Thrace was known for very, very skilled horsemen, and then also skilled infantry, sort of more speared units. And then here I backed it up with 2 mercenary hoplites. These are going to be very strong guys, supposed to be the core of my army here. I don't have much afoot, and over here I did actually engage in a all-out charge on these guys. My opponent was not quite ready for this, although he does have a retaliation. The javelins are enough to ward off my men here, so he's going to see my forces off. But I did knock out one of his Slavic slingers right there. More of these slave slingers here. So I'm just kind of baiting and kiting, moving my guys around. But also, you guys probably know this, but oh, let's watch this charge. So yeah, he has 3 lines of troops here, and he's just going to be warding my guys off. So I'm not going to try and take too much damage, just pulling back. Did enough preliminary shots against his slingers, broke their backs, and I'm going to be moving forward. But my opponent, on the other hand, here we can watch this charge of his hoplites moving in. But in the background, my ally is going to be moving forward, so it's going to be a rush to see who can knock out which arm of the force first. So right here, I don't have much, I just have to back up and kite, and now I'm going to seize an opportunity to charge across with these Thracian horsemen. Anyways, what I was trying to say before was, as you guys probably know, Thrace is actually the motherland of, we could call it that, of Spartacus. He was originally a Thracian, and many of the people from the Third Servile War and those who had served under Spartacus were actually part Thracian. So you had a lot of Gauls, Thracians, people from recent Roman conquests, so prisoners of war were often used as gladiators. Over here we have, I believe this is Koala Bear, who's engaging on this flank. And yeah, he's charging all along this side with his cav. He's got a rush build. Let's go ahead and put this on slow. So my opponent is going to be charging forward with the majority of his guys. I'm dodging and weaving with my cavalry. My 2 guys here, which were the mercenary hoplites, who are the core of my force, are now going to be forming up. They're going to be intending to hold up this front. And then any of his troops that present their sides to me, I'm going to be basically just having my slingers pick them off on the side. He does have some of these slave javelin men putting in some damage, but some of their shots are going to fall short and kill his own men. At the same time, I'm picking and choosing areas to charge through, and I'm getting some help from the Arverni. Over here, I'm going to pull back, get some shots off on his guys from the side, although I am getting picked off. And then here, I'm going to try and take these 2 Illyrian hoplites with my own Thracian nobles right here. And look at this, I believe they're using a fox right here. I'm not sure, so that's going to be a long cutting sword with high damage. Kind of like a huge blade. Yeah, the Foxmen, who I didn't field actually right now, are very cool. But he is doing his best to get around my flank, so I'm going to try and react to that. Over on this side, I'll put it on play. It is a very hectic battle, so it was kind of an all-out brawl, but the Arverni got the best of it because they were able to get around the flank with the Arverni noble cav and heavy cabs. They're charging in here, and they're getting the pincer on all of these forces. But it is still a pretty hotly contested fight, and the Berserkers are going to rack up a lot of kills in this type of melee. This is the type of melee that they definitely excel at. So that's going to be continuing on. Over on this flank, the Arverni cav is going to be doing a lot to support me, charging into the backs of these spearmen. So the problem with him having all spearmen and deciding to engage with them on a charge was that, you know, whenever they are engaged, our superior cavalry was able to get around them and just punch holes in the backs of those forces. My troops have high armor, and I put these guys in shield wall, so that meant that he was not going anywhere soon, and my cavalry were able to just swoop around the sides and get him in the back. So that's probably the way you want to use Thrace, is going to be to use their superior maneuverability. They do have some very good light cav that I was fielding here, so Royal Cav to clean up, but also the light horse that are, I think they're over here. Yeah, Thracian horsemen. So you can get some pretty good light horsemen who have good stats, good speed, and all that. And they're very good for mopping up the rears of those forces. And then my troops who are still alive are going to be putting on the pressure into the backs of his men, especially my own slingers here. So let's watch these guys fire off. They're just going to be picking off these men. And right there, you can watch them picking off the forces. And I'm going to pull out my horses at this point. I don't want to lose too many of them. And then over here, the fight is still raging on. However, it looks like Arverni is going to be cleaning up this position. So with these barbarian on barbarian battles, you do get a lot of hectic fighting. And sometimes it does come down to just these brutal charges, and then you see who comes out on top. But if you do have the cav advantage for barbarian battles, that's definitely very, very important. It can help turn the tide of the infantry fight. So quick battles. And it looks like we came out on top, so I'm definitely liking these new factions, like their historical significance, and also the new twist they give to the various factions that you can choose. So Thrace has some nice high attack, high armor units. Some of the animations for these are really sick. They just cut these guys almost in half. And I haven't fielded them against Rome just yet, but the Fox was supposed to be very effective against the Roman Scutum. I just had huge cutting capabilities. But, you know, we'll try and field some more of that, especially with the Dacian troops. The Gaetulians, I believe, are the ones who actually have, is where the Fox originated. But anyways, yep, that's going to be it. The Berserkers are still alive. They're kicking ass, doing just kind of what the Berserkers do, which is to hold their own and just take as many men out with them as possible. So here we are, trying to finish these guys off, but they're still holding out here and there. Yeah, here's one of them. He's facing off against both of our men. That's going to be basically the last of it for these forces. There's too many of us. I hope you guys enjoy this. I'll be having more of these barbarian battles. I think they're really fun. They're a nice change of pace. And yeah, I have more videos spotlighting other channels and stuff like that. But the Ardiaei, or the Ardiaei, however you want to pronounce, they don't really have that good units. They have a lot of fodder troops, and they have a decent amount of spears, but their health is pretty low, although they do make up for it a little bit in the armor department. Yeah, so here are the players we played with, did a couple battles, and you can see my own guys got a lot of kills. Mostly these Thracian Royal Cav came and cleaned house, and then also these Thracian horsemen that helped knock other units out of the fight. But Alec here did pretty well. His Berserkers, as you can see, getting a lot of these kills. However, the Bloodsworn really didn't pay for themselves, and his Longbow Hunters, once I charged in the back with my cavalry, I was able to neutralize those. So it's the decisive cavalry strikes that I would say won us the day. Anyway, stay tuned for more of these battles. Hope to see you guys in the next one. Peace out.